Subtle change in the field now, asking the fieldsman from this point region to come inside the circle on the offside. So there is an opportunity, hitting it. Short ball, catches the south, and he takes the catch. Karim Khan has taken the wicket.
So the charm of leg spinners and flighted leg spinners continues from the earlier day. Once again producing the wicket. There was from the back of the hand a leg spinner right into the hands of the fielder. Another leg spinner catches him.
This has been a very good effort from the fieldsmen on the boundary to take this catch. Gamai Jadran is gone for 13. It's always difficult. Earlier there was cloud cover. Now sun is shining brightly here. It's 184 for 3 after 17.2 overs. So 210 maybe. How much are they looking at? At 14, 221 at the rate of 12 runs per over, 216. That's where they should be getting with the amount of batsmen that left, and also some good striker of the cricket ball.
Gamai Jadran, after hitting a beautiful 6 in the earlier over, loses his wicket to a flighted ball from Karim Sadiq. Cannot judge the speed and the pace on the ball. In comes new batsman, batting all-rounder Abdur Rahman for Hazrat Misi Ainak Knights.
Excellent bat. He's quite used to bat in these kind of situations. Can hit it straight away. Wide signal by the umpire to the frustration of the bowler, the captain.
And Karim Sadiq was shouting, "Take it!" So as if it has touched the bat. So did it touch the gloves while reaching to the keeper? He's bowling in the rough. Oh, once again entrusted right to the fielder with one bounce.
Shane Warne, the legendary spinner, always advocate this theory of tossing the ball up to the batsman and then creating mistakes from him. So it will be very interesting how he's going to go about this delivery, leg spinning delivery or off spinner. Quick one, dispatch down the ground, flat strike. It's a 6 from Shahidi.
Appreciated from the dugout. Hashmatullah Shahidi picks this ball. He just throws this fast towards Hashmatullah Shahidi. And a straight 6 from the bat of Hashmatullah Shahidi brings the score to 192.
And again, this time he's going to take a single. It's a different pitch altogether. Day before yesterday, there was some help for the fast bowlers, spinners also. The pitch was behaving differently. Everyone was talking about what will happen to the pitches. Plenty of matches to be played on these pitches, on the two. In this play, this time he hits through the onside. There are 3 fieldsmen there towards that region, and one of them is going to pick this one up. So, but the pitch curator has done a tremendous job in rolling the wicket and also keeping the moisture content in this pitch. Earlier in the morning, there was some sea movement available. Now it's been exposed to the sun and it's looking pretty good. 194 for 3, courtesy a blistering knock at the top of the order from Shehzad, 51 of 33, and then 65 of 40 from Beher. Hashmatullah Shahidi is on 36 of 24, looking to finish this innings on a high. Abdul Rahman, the youngster, joins him. This should be entertaining 2 overs. Last 2 overs of the first innings of the second match today, the 4th day of the 7th edition of Shpageeza Cricket League 2020.
Now I know that there are 2 overs left. But earlier I was like confused. 17th over, 18th over. Am I part of the squad being hit out there? All the players out there from Srinagar Tiger might be a little confused. I don't know why I am a little confused as well at the commentary box. I know for sure 2 overs left, okay?
Oh, was the where the ball was heading. So there is a single. Shpageeza, supreme strike from him today, 36 of 24, and the focus would be on keeping him on the strike as much as possible. More opportunities that is, that should be the intention of Rahman. We all know that he's a good striker of the cricket ball, Rahman, but it's important to provide a strike to set batsmen. You will get your moment. Still long way to go. Shahidi trying to,
I think he's
and some shot from him.
And boundary, and it reaches the boundary. It brings the run close to the 200. I think Rahman is giving the strike to the set batsman Hashmatullah Shahidi. It's very important to have the clarity of your roles, and if he knows that he's not supposed to slog unnecessarily, knowing that there's it.
And again, fantastic hit, tremendous. Let's go for 6, 200 up, 200 up. Still is to be bowled in this over, and one more to come after this.
So the very first time 200 is up, and the beautiful 6. What a way to bring the 200. Hashmatullah Shahidi, 4 of his. He looks in a very good touch.
He has already got a hit also on 46, and he smashes his balance along the also. He will pick him. He's reaching half century. He's getting in 47 of 27. A very good innings from him. Got early in the previous encounter, but looking to get back into the action. Determined batsman on display.
I think no back in room for himself, so he let a wide reach. Still Matt bad onto it. Now Rahman loses his patience and might be able to use it. So either smash it or it.
Look at this one. Saw the batsman pitch taking constant between the two. He must be telling to Rahman that you should go for the big shot. Don't think about getting a single. If 2 is available, waited by the umpire. Last ball of the 19th over. Fabulous entertainment already in this innings, but look at the number of extras. It's a worrying sign. 28 extras for Shpageeza Tigers. This time he's played a magnificent shot, a magnificent hit for a 6.
Oh, what a shot that was. 52 by Muslim Musa. The score that he's given, look at this, full ball, and dispatches it over long off for a maximum.
Synchronization of a young and experienced, tremendous hit. Tells us something about his potential as a batsman, Rahman. And that was the message from Hashmatullah Shahidi to hit that one for a 6. Look at that figures. Everyone getting pestering. Aftab Alam going for 46 in his 4 overs. Adil 27 for 1. The only bowler with some impact in the game. Otherwise everyone is taken for runs here, and plenty of runs.
And that very bowler who's been a little impactful, Abdullah Adil, on the screen you can see is going to bowl the last over of the proceedings.
Shahidi on 47. And he goes down the ground. Has he split the field? Yes, he's done it. He's done it. It's a half century for Shahidi. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
He looks pumped up. Raises his bat. Refers to his number. 50. 50 for Hashmatullah Shahidi. I see the impact of the practice that he was doing at this very ground. He was putting on net and he was trying to hit the ball very straight, and he is hitting the ball really, really straight.
And again, this time hard hit, but couldn't get the timing. He wants 2, but there is no second run available here. The bowler is not happy at all with the throw from the fielder. 29 balls is taken for his 52. Look at the strike rate, 179. Ladies and gentlemen, there was talk about his strike rate. What a tremendous transformation during the pandemic. He has utilized this break of 3 to 4 months to great effect. This is version 2 of Hasmatullah Shahidi, and it's good one. It's very good one indeed. So what are the options for the right-hand batsman? He will feel comfortable bowling to him. Third man is up in the circle. The man at the point inside the circle. Man at the sweeper on the offside. And long off. Long on is straight. Mid-wicket and square leg on the boundary on the onside. Oh, he comes up with the scoop shot, but not quite making the connection. There was a field from the bowler, not entertained by the umpire.
Interesting to see. He goes back at the crease. The ball. It looks like there was an inside edge before hitting the pad. Maybe this is what umpire thought, because otherwise it was right in front of the wickets. That's why Abdullah Adil was objecting as to why not out.
We have seen storm, sandstorm hitting the ground. We've seen some delightful stroke play, some lofted shots and some weird shots also. What's left? Still 3 deliveries to go. And Saidi knows what to do with these kind of deliveries, but not quite this time. The fielder was not up to the task. One of the better fieldsmen on the boundary, but he has spilled this one.
Abdullah Adil does not look happy at all. Faiz Ahmad, he normally doesn't drop in many. This time, this one just pops out of his hand. He held it. Oops, just fell down.
This is your moment. That's what Saidi must be telling to Rahman, who struck a magnificent shot in the previous over through the offside.
Let's look at the field. He's got a deep square leg for Abdur Rahman. He's got a deep mid-wicket for Abdur Rahman. Long on, long off, and one at the deep extra cover. So, what's this ball going to be? A block hole or a link ball?
The result is a single. So, Sahidi searching for that flourish, late flourish. 2 boundaries.
Well, it's as if you have written the script for yourself,
from the over.
Mr.
That was
Ainak.
the expectation. 2 boundaries from the over was the expectation. So he just got 1, and then single, 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 and now the last ball. 6, 4, 6 or 4.
No, but the thing is that this brings the Hasmatullah Shahidi, the one much in form on the strike for the very last ball. So you would say that the script has been written by the Mr. Ainak Knights for this innings, bringing in the one in form on the strike.
Bouncer or a slower
Block
bouncer. Smashed it straight to the fielder. This time the catch is taken. Wicket falling of the last ball of the first innings. But before that, huge damage done. Huge damage done, because 221 for 3 in 20 overs. That's how the wicket fell. Not quite middling it. The fielder was placed perfectly. Didn't have to move even an inch. Straightforward catch there on the boundary. Finally the one more wicket for Adil. So 2 for 35 in his 4 overs, but this has been magnificent display of batsmanship. The tone was set by the 2 openers. There was no Tharakai. His place was taken by Bahar Ali, and he also got a half century. Here at the Kabul International Cricket Ground in Afghanistan, Shahzad once again in his typical style, 51 of 33, 65 for new opener Beher of 40, and 53 for Hasmatullah Shahidi. Top 3 getting half centuries, and when they get half centuries, you always see high scores. All the bowlers punished. Aftab Alam going at the rate of 11.50, and then wickets coming in for Kesh Ahmed, 4 for 44. 1 for 45 in 4 overs. That tells us something about the quality of batsmanship exhibited here at the Kabul International Ground. So 4 for 221 in 20 overs. Look at the number of extras, 28. That was
an additional batsman with them. So they've not only batted with the batsman they had another batsman by the name of Extra batting with the Mr. Ainak Knights. Let's walk you through the highlights in a moment.
So when Shahzad at the crease, entertainment is guaranteed. Some silken drives through the covers. He likes to hit through the offside. Look at this one, just a little bit, and placement was magnificent. Splitting the field, and then decided to go over the top. He likes to hit everywhere, and then the drive down the ground, straight drive is always a delightful sight. And then Beher joining the party with lofted drive down the ground. So the influence of the left and right hand combination, and also the influence of some stroke play, was truly enjoyed by the left-hand batsman. Some elegant shots in Shahzad. Wow, what a stroke. And then lovely flicks through the onside. in front of the square, behind the square, and then lofted drive over the top, over extra cover. And then over the top again, plenty of strokes, airborne. That's what Shpageeza does, time and again. And then down the ground.
And then came the ball which took the wicket of Shahzad. This was a maximum that he hit. The other one that he was not able to connect to went up high in the air and fell safe into the hands of the fielder. But the proceedings did not stop with this just one wicket. Bahar Ali Shinwari continued to exploit the conditions for his benefit, taking on the bowlers, sparing no one, including Qais Ahmed, one of the recognized faces of the leg spin. This was maximum hit over him, but Bahar Ali Shinwari together with Hashmatullah Shahidi.
And then sideways again, hit this big shot and was successful in getting a boundary in there. Some lovely flicks through the onside. Just dispatching it delightfully into the gap on the onside. The angle was utilized to good conditions. Everything was coming into him, and then he was dismissed trying to replicate the fate. So it's then Qais Ahmed decided to toss few deliveries up, but Shahidi was absolutely fantastic. Good awareness, good presence of mind to utilize those pacey and angle shots that he managed today, and then looking to go over the top was spot on the boundary. Gamai and Karim Khan getting that wicket. Then, but Hashmatullah Shahidi, he wanted to show something about his strike rate thing. Hit some telling blows down the ground, straight down the ground. Then Abdul Rahman hitting that magnificent hit over the covers for a sixth, and drilling down the ground and a half century. Yes, jersey number 50, that's what he wears, and 50 is scored today. It's the second half century in this championship for Hashmatullah Shahidi at a greater strike rate. Aktu Swinger Tigers will be chasing 222 in 20 overs at the rate of 11.10 run per over. It will be a tough task. Let's go down to RTA for the mid-innings analysis. What about the bowling, batting? They will have a lot to ponder over.
221 منډې مساینه کتلانو وکړلې د دغه شپږیزې لومړی غبرګه سریزه دی او ټیم نو حشمت شهیدي چې 50 اوله دی به راغواړو ورسره به وغږیږو په دې اړه.
بله درې نیمه سلیزې وویل سولې د توپوهونکو له لوري شهزاد محمدي 250 بهار شینواري 55 او دغه ډول حشمت شهیدي 53 منډې جوړ کړلې. حشمت راغواړو زه فکر کوم د رحمان الله ګربز سره د T20 د اوپننګ لپاره یې ځان کاندید کړی دی، ځکه دا دوه لوبې کېږي دغسې فایرینګ کوي، هغه د چا خبره بیخي هره لوبه کې 2-3 شپږیزې او نور نو سټرایک ریټ تر 200 پورې لوبوي.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. تر هر څه دمخه خو د الله پاک شکر ادا کوم چې نن ما 50 د خپل ټیم لپاره جوړه کړه. لکه مخکې هم هغه ورځ ما تاسو ته یادواري وکړله چې ما ډېر کار کړی و د قرنطین کې شلاوریزو لپاره چې دې لپاره ځان آماده کړم او ډېر ټریننګونه مې ورته کړي، ډېر
یعنی واقعي دې ځان د ګربز سره اوپننګ لپاره کاندید کړی دی؟
هغه ته خو مې سوچ نه ده کړی، هغه سره بیا ګورو. فعلا دلته اوس پرفارمنس کول دی، هغه انشاءالله غواړم چې ښه پرفارمنس وکړم دلته.
ستاسو د بیټینګ ځانګړنه په شلوریز کې دا ده چې په تخنیکي شاټونو منډې جوړوئ او همغسې چې نور بریدګر لوبغاړي تیز جوړوي تاسو هم تیز جوړوئ. څومره ستونزمن وي په شلوریزو لوبو کې تخنیکي لوبه کول او په عین وخت کې تیزه منډې جوړول؟
ستونزمن خو یې خامخا، ځکه شلاوریزه چې ده هغه تیزه لوبې ته ضرورت لري، خو بیا هم زه غواړم دا ګیپونه ووهم چېرته چې فیلډر نه یې هغه چې ځان ته خپله ګیپ جوړوم او اوس مې په غټو شاټونو هم کار کړی دی، هغه هم چې وغواړم هر وخت یې زه وهلی شم.
بله اشمت فکر نه کوې د غمیز زدران پر ځای باندې که صدیق پاچا در سره کښته سوی وای، هغه یو هیټر لوبغاړی دی، ډېر لوړ شاټونه وهلی چې په هغه وخت کې ستاسې منډې هم ډېر وي، تاسو خپل کار هم کړی وای، یعنې دغه منډې به نورې هم لوړې وي او ډېر به ښه مخکې نور هم تللي وای.
که تاسو وګورئ غمی موږ سره په دغه تېرو 2 میچو کې هم ډېره ښه لوبه وکړله، 30 منډې جوړې کړلې، همداسې په کیمپ کې هم ډېره ښه لوبه کوله. ولې صدیق پاچا خو نن بیخي په لوبډله کې نشته ده په 11 سکواډ کې، نو غمی د موږ نورو میچونو کې هم همدې پوزیشن باندې ښه لوبه کړې وه، نو نن هم په هماغه خپل پوزیشن باندې راووته.
نو څه فکر کوئ 221 منډې خورا ډېرې دي او مخکې موږ اشاره وکړه چې د دې شپږیزې تر ټولو ډېر ستر ټوټل دی. فکر کوئ چې لوبه مو تقریبا ګټلې ګټلې ده او که بیا هم کوشش به کوئ چې کوم فرصت ورنکړئ مقابل لوري ته؟
مومن صاحب کرکټ ډېره واجبه لوبه ده، هېڅکله به هم ایزي نه اخلي. که خدای دې وکړي 2.5 رنزه دې هم کړي 300 دې هم کړي بېرته درپسې چیس کېدلی شي. نو موږ پوره داسې فکر باید ونه کړو چې موږ 220 منډې کړي دي، ځکه هر څه امکان لري په کرکټ کې. نو موږ هم پوره همدغه کوشش ده چې هغوی په کم رنزونو کې اوټ
بله ډېره زیاته مننه اشمت چې ساوت افریقا په استرالیا په څې 440 چیسولی سي دلته هم دا ممکن دی. ډېره زیاته مننه.
بالکل هر شی امکان لري کرکټ کې.
بله ډېره زیاته مننه. ښه بخت. اشمت شهیدي و د میسانا کاتالانو د ون ډاون بیټسمین چې راغلی او چټکه لوبه د خپل لوبډلې لپاره ترسره کړه. نو هدف ستر هدف دی او اوس به ګورو د سپین غر زمریان چې د پیل لپاره کریم خان صادق راځي څه ډول سټارټ اخلي، څه ډول یو پیل اخلي. وضعیت یې سم نه و مومن صاحب د لوبې په جریان کې.
لوبه د دریځ صاحب او بیا په ټوله کې درسته چې موږ تاسو خپل د خوښې یا فیورټ لوبډلې لرو، خو ټول لوبغاړي افغانان دي او باید ښه لوبه د تشویق او ویستایو. نو دوی نن ښه لوبه وکړه میسانا کاتالانو. باید یادونه وکړو چې د سر لوبغاړو، تاسو د کریم صادق یادونه وکړه، د سر دوه لوبغاړي ډېر ضروري دي. که تاسو وګورئ حشمت شاهدي وشو کولی چې د سر دوه لوبغاړو د ښه پیل پر اساس همغه تحرک همغه مومنټم ته دوام ورکړي او ترې ګټه پورته کړي او هغه هدف چې شاید 180 190 وی په دې خاطر چې په حشمت فشار نو ښه لوبه یې وکړه، هغه د 180 منډو هدف یې 220 ته واړو.
بله یقینا همداسې ده. او بل خوا که وګورو نجیب ترکی چې دا د شپړیز یو بهترینه جوړه وه د شهزاد سره، دوی د لاسه ورکوي تېره لوبه کې خوښ سو. ډېر تبصرې داسې کېدې ګمان داسې کېده چې شهزاد به یوازې او د دوی اوپنینګ کې به لږ څه ستونزې او کمی به د نجیب ترکی احساسیږي. خو بهار شینواری چې تېره شپړیزه کې هم خوندونه نه وه، دا ځل هم په کورني کرکټ کې هم همغه چې په کار ونه و ځلېدلی، خو نن نه هغه هم کلیک سو، کار یې ورته وکړ او که څه هم په پیل کې توپونه ډېر میس کړله، خو وروسته یې وکولی سو چې ښه سټرایک ریټ جوړ کړي او ښه منډې جوړې کړي.
ډېره ښه استفاده یې وکړه، ډېره ښه استفاده وکړه دې فرصت نه د ژوبلېدو د نجیب ترکي. خو یو شي ته بل زه غواړم اشاره وکړم چې په دغه سر کې ځینې وخت داسې چې یو ټیم بالخصوص د بالینګ ټیم که یو دوه تېروتنې په دغه سر کې کوي نو هغه داسې چې تر پایه بیا بېرته ځان
بله او د سپین غر وکټ کیپر وکړی دی چې 4 یا 3 پنجان ځنې ولاړه. زه کمنټر باکس ته او لوبه پیلېدونکې ده.
All right, 222 from 20 overs at the rate of 11.1. This will be a huge challenge, but the conditions are favorable. The pitch is playing so well. It will be very interesting who opens the batting for the team. It's important that they get someone who can fire at the top of the order. Cap presentation earlier, Sarfraz, a batsman, Mahmudullah, a bowler, so bowler and batsman, a big day for them to celebrate as they turn up in this contest. And this will be a comfortable thing, I think, for the bowlers to get the opportunity in this game. It's a high-scoring game, 222, massive total amassed here at the Kabul International Cricket Stadium in Afghanistan, where the cricket is thriving in its purest and spirited form. The actions, the reactions from the players, there is a sense of innocence when they pick up the bat, the way the score runs, and the reaction of the crowd makes it a fascinating contest to watch, to witness, to call. Here they are, the opening pair arriving at the crease, and once again the challenge will be to face that left-arm spinner who continues to mesmerize everyone with his bowling performances. Struck a brilliant shot to open his account, but could not thrive in the previous encounter for his team. This will be a huge responsibility on the openers to provide them off to a flying start in this contest. So some luxury for the bowling unit to make some experimentations if they want. But Abdullah Majari has been magnificent, taking those important catches, some outstanding catches taken by him, and he created wickets. Jubaid Akbari got a half century on his debut, looking to retain his form. He's into his third match, 51 to his credit, and ever reliable Sabir Noori scoring runs in the provincial Grade 1 tournament into the 17th match. The average is not inspiring, but these are early days in limited overs cricket for him, and you never know. These are excellent conditions. Slow left arm. The captain goes with the spin straight away, not trying to give any pace to the bowler to the batsman to utilize in the commentary box. And Devendra with me is Farad Fidai. What are your expectations from the first 6 overs?
Bang, 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 bang. I want to see action. I want to see action at this Salat 4G Shpageeza Cricket League. I don't want it a one-sided match. The target is big. They just have to keep their temperament, keep their cool, and they can chase this target. Zubaid has shown some promise in the first game.
But no Karim Khan at the top of the order. So young and experienced campaigner, but limited experience in limited overs cricket. This will be fascinating to see how he goes about the business. The left-hand batsman looked promising in his first outing. They got men on the boundary on the onside. This time he gets it fine, beating the fieldsman at the final leg region. Boundary to begin the proceeding. Hello, hello, hello. The game is on because the intent is clearly visible.
Absolutely. Just sort of a start they wanted. Very first ball, sweeps fine and goes down to the deep fine leg for a boundary. Mazari starts with a boundary. He doesn't have a very good history with starting with the boundary. He started it with Hasrat Zaza and was hit for 6 sixes. But this time it's all fine.
Angle. He's going to create some angles there. So if he can utilize the angle to get those boundaries away. So he's got one. There is a fieldsman at the for the left. There's a fielder at the long on region. Where is there another fieldsman on the onside? Anything outside will go run. Elegant with the drive, but straight to the fielder. So easy on eyes, Zubair. The stage is set for him to announce himself. Down the pitch, but checks his shot. Experience versus youthful exuberance.
Experience versus youth, and aggression of youth to be seen. Oh. Taking his time out there in the middle.
One more boundary he's searching for from somewhere, maybe down the ground, maybe over the top. So boundary of the very first, and after that 5 dot balls. First over is bowled, 4 for no wicket. Aktu Swinger in the chase. Should Karim bat up the order? This is the question that everyone is trying to find an appropriate answer. Where should he bat?
Well, when he was out with 5-wicket haul, he had 9 wickets, but my fans want to see me hit this. That far. It's a pity that we still see him down the order, like 5th or 6th set for himself on the scorecard. Now they don't want to lose any wickets. Akto Speedball Tigers want for their openers to stay at the crease at least for the power play and exploit the situation in their interest and make as many runs they can. Muhammadullah Hamkar is going to come to bowl. He's been picked from the emerging players by the Mise Ainak Knights.
Hamkar to Nuri. We had the fieldsman on the boundary at his square leg on the onside, and they got the men at the long on region. Boundary is the keyword that's playing out in batsman's mind. And he tries to get it through the gap for 4.
Elegant Shabir Nuri hits it away from the fielder for a boundary. That was a good ball. First up from Hamkar. Linked ball, but Shabir Nuri was up for it. Fielder not able to reach, rushes to the boundary. He's such a stylish player, Shabir Nuri. You look at Noor Ali Zadran, but you also have to look at Shabir Nuri. He's got a style, a taste that is so lovely to watch.
At the moment, they require runs in some form, effective form. And if he provides it with this straight bat, it will be great entertainment. Hamkar into bowl to Nuri. And Nuri hits it and hits it powerfully. Should be coming back for 2. He gets. So there is intent from Nuri also. It will be very, very exciting to see. how he goes about this innings, because he normally likes to take time. The situation is such that he has to go. He has to tee off straight away.
I think chasing down such a big target, necessarily go after it, construct your innings properly, and look at the bowlers and then exploit them. Oh, I didn't go! And celebrates! Why not? Just as we were talking about Shabir Noori and the elegance, cannot clear the infield.
We saw Sinclair celebrating like this. We saw Cash Ahmed this time around losing the grip there while playing the shot. Look at this celebration. Joyful exuberance. I was talking about why people love Afghanistan cricket. This is the reason. Everything comes out. They play with heart. They express with heart. It's expression, soulful expression, not from the batsman. He is disgusted with his shot making. Shpageeza Noori dismissed once again early for 6. Hamkar with the wicket. It's 10 for 1. Early jolt received for the team to Shpageeza Tigers.
Always a wicket costs you 10-20 runs. You go back, you lose the momentum, you start taking time once again at the crease, you lose the aggression. All these things are associated with one mere wicket, and that has been produced by Hamkar. Brings in the new man in for the Shpageeza Tigers, Nasir Umar. He played good innings the other day, but today it's a different call. He's needed to play aggressive but calculated innings if they want to chase down this huge total of 200 and plus.
Excellent conditions for batting. The pitch is playing so nicely. Beaten with a beauty.
He seems to be getting his pace. When he first started bowling, he was just getting into the momentum. He was just getting into the rhythm. Look at the wicket, look at the catch. Abdur Rahman, the all-rounder. We'll be seeing him bowling too today. Takes a very good catch.
Manufacturing of boundaries. Sometimes it's against your rhythm of batsmanship, but you have to do things. This time he guides it to the 3rd minute. It's happened before also in limited overs cricket. For the first time, nobody felt that somebody can win from that situation of getting 434 at Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg. South Africa versus Australia, and Australia posted that total 434. Everyone knew that okay, it's going to be Australia's game, but didn't. Graham Smith played a fantastic innings. Herschel Gibbs playing that vital knock, and that target was also overhauled. Double centuries have been hit after that. It was believed that there won't be many double centuries, but Tendulkar breached that mark, and then Rohit Sharma getting 3 double centuries. It's double century for Martin Guptill.
Gar loses his rhythm, wants to bowl that again. Talking about Mr. Ainak Knights, their coach. Is really finding good skill in the emerging players. Hamkar has bowled a very good first over. He's still to bowl another 3. Prove a point. 2 overs done. 12 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Chasing a mammoth target of 222 to win this contest, Noori played one delightful shot but dismissed, trying to replicate the feat out for 6. Early wicket. No Karim Khan at the top of the order. Jubaid is still there. Got some lovely strokes flowing for himself in the previous match of 5 of 7. He's taken 7 deliveries for his 5 after hitting boundary of the very first ball of the innings. Majari conceding just 4 runs from his first over to continue from the far end.
All is on the young shoulders of Zubaid, who's shown some promise in the first game that he debuted and hit a beautiful half century. Today, can he convert into big innings. Can he hit a 50? Can he hit 100 to bring the team close? Misfielding, not able to collect it cleanly. Stops it nonetheless. Goes to another fielder and they make 1 run.
Different field for different batsmen. For Nasir, they got a long on in placed. And a deep square leg on the boundary. Slightly square is there. Deep square, shortest part of the boundary towards the onside. Mid wicket inside the circle. Have to be very careful about where he's going to pitch this ball. Quicker one. And thumped down the ground for a single. Building pressure by not allowing the opportunity to the batsmen to hit big shots. Singles and twos won't do. They need at least 2 boundaries from the over. Jubair. So how many fieldsmen for him on the offside? Inside the circle they got 1, 2, 3, 4 fieldsmen or 5 fieldsmen inside the circle on the offside. Down the track! Magnificent hit! It's gone straight to the fielder.
Just that I want to complete it for you. It's got into the hands of the fielder. Doesn't get the distance, gets the height. Mazari, experience. As is said, there's no replacement for the experience. He knows, he throws it, that Zubaid not able to make the required connection and into the hands of the fielder. Zubaid Akbari, a lot expected from him in this game particularly, only makes 6 runs, facing 9 balls. And the struggle for Akto Spinra Tiger starts. They have only 14 runs on the board and 2 wickets over even down. It looks like the captain's decided to bring himself on. He had a day with the ball the other day. Will he have a day with the bat today? Kareem Khan Sadiq decides to come in and chase down this target of 222 from Messi Ainak Knights.
Huge expectation. He promised entertainment with his bat today. This is going to be a Herculean task even for Kareem Sadiq to overall this target of 221. But he has the reputation of doing something exceptional with bat in hand. 80's first match for him, more than 1,000 runs. Look at his strike rate, 112. It has improved. It will have to improve. Majari continuing to discuss a point with Shahzad. Shahzad has played a lot of cricket with Kareem Khan, continuing to chirp in his ears.
They don't even run for the single when Zubaid hit that ball. Even the non-striker thought that he had cleared the ropes, but it just falls right into the hand, because at times the ball takes the height and you think that it is going on, and it did not get the distance required. Kareem Khan Sadiq facing the first ball in this game. What did he do? Shows respect, plays it, just pushes it.
When the batsman plays the first ball cautiously or the conscious effort, it means something big is coming up next. Not quite. A single down the ground, slowly building up for something exceptional today. This is how they build their innings, the established batsmen all the time. When they are quite comfortable with themselves, they like to check how is the ball behaving on the surface, and once they are quite sure about the conditions, they start unfurling their shots.
I like the tactic on the field setting. They had a long on for Zubaid while packed offside. Oh, what a beautiful shot! This is magnificent on long off. Nasir Umar's in business. We still up for some beautiful batting. 3 overs done, 21 for the loss of 2 wickets. Look at this shot.
Magnificent strike. It's a lovely stroke from him. Look at this beautiful head position, not losing the shape either. Sweetest part of the bat. It's just struck. 3 overs gone. Early wickets, 2 wickets. The openers are back in the hat. In 3 overs, 21 for 2. So they got Karim Khan is still there at 1 of 2. Nasir has just struck a beautiful shot for a 6. Time to lit up the stadium. It's a sunlit stadium here in Kabul. There was a bit of cloud cover earlier, sandstorm, and now it's clear. The pitch is playing so well.
Interesting decision from the captain, taking Hamkar off after taking a wicket. Brings in Noor Ahmed Lakanwal, another wonderful prospect. He's played 10 matches, 10 wickets with the economy of 6.37.
Tough examination for left arm young spinner against Karim, who is a brilliant player against the spin also. So this should be entertaining to watch. Oh, not quite reading it. It was a quicker one. Somehow manages to take a single.
Shahzad calling up his friends, teammates to ensure the backup. This was the ball. Wanted to cut this.
Keeping low on that occasion. Normally gets a lot of bounce from the surface. Oh yes, Shahzad breaks the stumps. And wicket in the first over for Noor Ahmed. What to add to his already brilliant performances.
Oh, Shahzad does it beautifully. Wonderful ball from Noor Ahmed Lakanwal. Second ball only. Look at this. And quick work from Shahzad. You don't even feel it. Wow, very quick. MS in action.
All the franchises across the globe will be watching his performances very carefully. Nasir Omar out for 8. It's tumbling the scorecard for the team. Aktu Swinger 22 for 3. A young star is born here in Kabul. They had Rashid Khan, then they had Mujibur Rahman, and now Noor Ahmed. Fazal Zajai, a dangerous batsman, a batsman with the potential to do something amazing.
They now have to construct back this inning. They can't just continue to slog every ball. They'll have to stay at the wicket for some time before taking on the bowlers, and the two likes of Noor Ahmed Lakanwal is not easy to take. So a good decision from the captain. Look at this. Quick work from Shahzad. Not even a split second. Very quick. Opens his arms. Wide ball from Noor Ahmed Lakanwal. Rare loose deliveries.
Turn. Massive turn for him. Shahzad is having fun behind the stumps. Misfield. Misfield will result in few runs here. 2 more to the total. So what are the options for the batsman to play against him? Maybe the cut shot whenever he drops it short, but he doesn't give this length more often.
Time to dispatch this, probably through an edge, but nonetheless for a 4. You never know how handy these runs will be. You'll only be able to get to see them when all the 5 games have been played. Remember, they really had a good run rate in their first outing against Amu Sharks.
There will be a single. Can Hamkat finish this innings off? On top of the spell that is bowled with a new ball. Finishing this off, that's what he's searching for. One more wicket here. Adil 3, Musa on 11. The last pair on the ground. Ashmatullah Sahidi start today.
Giving away selfies to the fans.
250s already in the tournament. Smashed back.
Abdullah Adil not looking really bad with the bat as well. He was the lonely star among the fallen heroes of Akto's Peanut Tigers.
There have been few injuries in the firing line again, but yeah, well away from that. That is what young man, better consciousness level, smashed straight to the fielder. So he's got the variations up his sleeve also. Bowled, tried few Yorkers, and Dawlat Jadran is sitting out there.
I saw him yesterday and he showed me his foot and
See,
he had a bit of an
he's
injury.
having some issue with his knee, I think.
Yeah, no, not knee. I think it was down there, close to his foot. Some sort of something that he had broken. Team owners were just in the frame, so
Wicket or not.
gap. Elegant drive. Forget about wicket. See some good batting shot on display. Good to see this.
Beautiful shot from someone who comes down the order. 18 overs bowled, 158 for 9. 4 wickets for 25 for Majari. Pace and some lovely Yorkers also. 1 for 37, 2 wickets for 52. It was a different experience for Noor Ahmed. Otherwise, he's been successful throughout the tournament last year and this season also. How he bounces back in the next match, that will be noticed by one and all. Shapur Jadran.
Runs away down to the boundary. 4 runs from the very first ball of Shapur Jadran. Disturbing his figures. It was quite good. 2 wickets for 6 runs. Now into double figures. 10 runs conceded.
Streaky but useful. All the talents, they get runs in this fashion. Sometimes they win the games also. Great entertainment throughout the day. Not in this innings though, if you are expecting boundaries. But Kareem Sadiq dished out some delightful shots before he was dismissed of the bowling of Shapur Jadran. 2 for 11 already into his 3rd over. Just one question, can they survive the full cut of 20 overs or will there be a wicket before that? Shapur, the captain of the side, would like to finish things off with his... Knocks him over, it doesn't take long. Shapur Jadran has the 3rd wicket. It's the team Aktu Swinger Tigers all out for 163, winning by a massive margin of 58 runs. In the second match today here at the Kabul Stadium. So comprehensive bowling performance courtesy the massive total that managed to put on the board. Accurate. He might have reduced his pace, but he always targets his stumps. And he's been rewarded for his accuracy. 3 for 11 for Shapur Jadran in his 2.3 overs. So it was a very good performance with the bat, with the ball also. The Messianic Knights will be happy the way things panned out today, winning the toss, deciding to bat first, and then openers, the top order batsmen firing, getting half centuries. And so that's how it pans out. Zubaid 6, 6 and 8, top 3, they did not fire. And then double figures, 33, 22, 10, 18 and 19, 17. And how many extras? Just 6. 163 all out in 18.3 overs. Not an inspiring performance with that in hand. Talking about the partnerships, you needed partnership at the top of the order. They didn't get it. So it's 10 for 8, 45 of 29. That's the only partnership between Kareem and Fazal, raising the hopes for the team. But once Kareem was dismissed of the bowling of Shapur Jadran, the hope perished away. So, when you chase big total, you need the top order to fire.
It's quite difficult to fire. Look at the bowling card. Mazari taking 4 wickets, Hamkar taking 1, and that too of the first one, and it was off Shabir Noori. Noor taking 2, a little expensive. Shahidullah wicketless. Shapur taking 3 wickets, leading from the front, and Abdur Rahman taking no wicket in his 2 overs. But such a wonderful display from Messi Ainak Knights. They have a very good disciplined side.
The issues with the bowling for the team is Finger Tigers. But this time around, no issues with the Missanex. They were searching for early boundaries. There were some strokes that could have helped to their cause, but that dismissal and that celebration meant a lot to the bowler.
Zubaid, who a lot was expected from, also dropped one right into the hands of the fielder, was disappointed, thought that he should have played a little straighter, could not, but Mazari's show it was. But Kareem Sadiq trying a few. Nasir Umar, Noor Ahmad Lakanwal showing his class, got him out. Kareem Sadiq came in and hit wonderful and elegant shots all around before getting out. This was Noor Ahmad Lakanwal that he hit. Kareem Sadiq hitting such beautiful shots all around the ground. And when he was there, there was hope until Shapur took his wicket and was out. We know that he made a mistake playing that, and it was all just then wickets falling. There were some odd shots, good sixes. Mazari had his day. It's been 2 times that it's been his day. This was another wicket from Mazari. Looked pumped up. Once again taking a wicket towards the point region, and look at the celebration. Aeroplane celebrations.
Beautiful catch on the boundary ropes. You knew Mazari was in display, and then cracking away through the offside to get that shot going for himself, and a straightforward catch there for Mazari. He had a brilliant day, took wickets, 4 wickets, and also a wonderful catch also. Few poor deliveries, giving width to the batsman to work with, and then Shapur Jadran came in and he wanted to finish it quickly. So taking 2 wickets, back-to-back wickets with those quick deliveries attacking this time. So Shapur Jadran had a good day with the ball in hand, and his batsmen scored runs. The match summary: Knights winning the toss, batting first. 221 for 4 in 20 overs, courtesy half centuries from 3 top order batsmen, Bahar, Haspatullah and Shahzad. And Tigers, well, Adil going for 35 for his 2 wickets in 4 overs. The rest of the bowlers were expensive. Knights winning by a comprehensive margin of 58 runs. There is a scope of criticism, and there is scope for criticism and some appreciation for performances. It's over to RTA for the post-match analysis and presentation.
سلام و بازم خوش آمدین دوستای عزیز. امید است که از مسابقه امروز لذت برده باشین و هیجانش به دست آورده باشین. بازم خوش آمدین. باز میگیم در مورد از اینکه اسپینگر با تیمی که مسابقه داشتن با تفاوت 59 رنز باخت و مثل عینک برنده مسابقه شد و ما به طرفدارای مثل عینک تبریکی میگم. چطور از شما 2 نفر طرفدار کدامش بودین؟
معلومه خبره ده چې مومن صاحب د سپینغار د لوبډلې مینوال و او لوبډلې ماته وخوړله. فکر کوم کریم صادق به په خپله پرېکړه باندې پښیمان و چې د کومې خوا مې بیټ وکړه، کاش مې بال وکړه، کاش مې اول بیټ ترسره کړی وای.
دا خو د لوبې له پایلې وروسته دا خبره اسانه ده، همیشه دا ویل کېږي، خو په هغه وخت سره دغه پرېکړه کول ګرانې. خو یو وخت چې مقابل لوري تا ته 221 منډې وکړي دا نو تقریبا په دې معنا ده چې 50% لوبه تا مخکې له مخکې له لاسه ورکړې ده او د 221 منډو لاسته راوړل واقعا ډېر ګران کار ده. ډېر کم داسې کېږي په کرکټ کې په شلوریز کرکټ کې چې یو لوبډله دې تر 200 ډېرې منډې بیا 221 منډې لاسته راوړي.
فکر کوي چې کریم صادق په نننۍ لوبه کې خپلو بالرانو ته خپلو توپوهونکو ته کتلي وو بیا یې دا پرېکړه وکړه ځکه د عامو لوبډلې بیټینګ خو بیا د میساینک د لوبډلې د بیټینګ سره توپیر لري.
فکر کوم د ټاس اشاره کوي. ټاس خو فکر کوم چې شاپور زدران وګټه.
ټاس شاپور وګټه.
شاپور زدران وګټه.
شاپور فکر نه کوئ چې د سپین غر د لوبډلې ټوله اړي یا ټولو ستونزه یې هماغه یوازې بالینګ کوه که یا برته په بیټینګ باندې هم پړه اچولی سئ؟
دغه لوبه کې خو زه فکر کوم دوی چې لوبه وبایلله اصلي مسئولین خپله بالران دي. وقتی که بالینگ تیم نتانه تیم مقابله به دوش‌های کمتر از 200 محدود بکنه واضح است که مسئولیت بیشتر باید اونا قبول بکنن به خاطر باخت.
و مومنت صاحب امروز روز 4 بود و تا دیروز هم که چند مسابقه گرفته شد زمین پیچ هیچ از 172 بود به نظرم بیشتر نتونستن بگیرن. امروز اولین روز است که تونستن اسکور را بالا ببرن و تا 222 نمبر را بگیرن و تارگت قرار بدن. و سوال دیگه ما می‌خواستم در مورد بورسان بکنم کمی تیم اسپینغر به نظر شما چون بیشترشون جوانا بودن زیر تاثیر تیم مقابل نرفته بودن یا در اول بازی که اینا کردن یک قسم معلوم میشد که زیر تاثیر تیم مقابل